The next person up is Spencer Callahan, followed by Gregory Richardson. Spencer, are you?
I'm right here.
Thank you very much. Gregory Richardson. Perfect. If you can get in the on-deck circle. Spencer, I believe you're here as a citizen, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thanks to Council for letting me speak today. I apologize for my slow entrance. I'm a little less than fully able today. I broke my ankle last week playing softball. So I'm here today to talk about heritage and what it means. And what it means is not necessarily what you've all been told that it means. There's great concern in certain circles about the heritage value or lack thereof of the current plan. These concerns usually focus on two main heritage buildings on the site, the Aberdeen Pavilion and the Horticulture Building. However, I have never heard these heritage preservationists express any concern over one of the most prominent heritage fixtures at Lansdowne, the stadium and professional football. It's very disconcerting to hear the opponents of Lansdowne Live cherry-pick facts and splice the meaning of words to support their own arguments. Heritage and history are all-encompassing. You can't leave out the parts that you don't agree with. Professional sports has been part of Lansdowne since 1908, when the Ottawa Rough Riders played there. The Rough Riders themselves have a heritage that goes back to 1876. Football is an integral part of the heritage of Lansdowne. I have a picture with me, and I've been told I'm not really supposed to do this, so I'll do it really quickly. This is Lansdowne in 1950. You'll notice the dominating structure on the site is a stadium. That stadium was built in 1909. Is this not heritage? A Stanley Cup was won at Lansdowne in 1904 when the Ottawa Silver Seven hoisted the cup, and that banner flies at Scotiabank Place right now. So it's with great skepticism that I view the panicked cries of lost heritage. The same groups that would scuttle this plan over the moving of a building I might add that's currently in bad shape and used for storage, would have no problem erasing over 100 years of sporting heritage at Lansdowne, simply because they don't like the noise and they don't like the traffic. If you're going to defend heritage, you have to defend all of it. You can't just pick the parts that you like. There are hundreds of examples of buildings that have been refurbished, changed, and moved over the years. Parliament Hill does not look the same way it did in 1867. What the OSCG group is proposing here is a plan that brings life back to Lansdowne, rejuvenates the heritage buildings, and most importantly, brings people back to a site that's been barren for far too long. Where currently sits a concrete wasteland, a wasteland that the opponents of Lansdowne Live were more than willing to let crumble for years, there will be a vibrant, active, multi-use development with a little something for everyone. In the end, what is heritage? Is it buildings and concrete, or is it the memories we take from the experiences we had in these facilities? I guarantee that if I asked 100 people at random what their memories of Lansdowne Park were, the majority would tell me about football, world-class soccer, and even the Rolling Stones. If protecting heritage is going to be the rallying cry, then I'm all for it, as long as we're protecting all of Lansdowne's heritage. Yes, it is noisy. Yes, it will cause traffic. But that's life at the center of a G8 capital city. Speaking of traffic, I have a few quotes to share on the subject. First quote. It's part of life for people in the glebe. They are very good-hearted about it most of the time, and I don't get complaints. This is standard practice for big events at Lansdowne. We didn't have any parking for the Rolling Stones concert or the Francophone Games. There was only room for the elite and 95% parked at Carleton University. The bigger the event, the better it works. It gets people in and out far quicker. That's Councillor Clive Doucette, Capital Ward, 2007. The second quote I have, I guess there's generally quite a push on parking spaces, but we live with it for events like the X, football games, or home shows, and other big events. The neighborhood has always managed in the past. That's Virginia Carver, Chairwoman of the Glebe Community Association Environment Committee, 2007. As you can see, both these quotes are in the aftermath, or not were taken at the time of the FIFA 2007 Under-18 Soccer Championships, an event that would no longer be possible
10 seconds.
in today's day because we wouldn't have a facility. So I'd just like to conclude by saying one thing. If you're going to make a decision based on heritage, it needs to be the full heritage of the site and not what some people want to cherry pick as the heritage of the site. I am absolutely 100% supportive of maintaining the heritage buildings on the site, but football needs to be part of it as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your presentation. It was clear and concise. And we have one questioner here, Councillor Shirelli.
That was brilliant, insightful, and incredible. My question, would you like to do it again?
Through the chair, I would very much enjoy to do that again. And I appreciate the fact that you noticed the fact that I've actually picked out facts. These are facts. These are actual things that we can physically point to and say, this happened, people said these things exist, rather than cherry picking things that leave out portions that don't support our argument.
Thank you. And I just would like to get some clarifications, because obviously you've given this some thought.
Absolutely.
Back in 1999, 1998, there was a plan to completely annihilate Lansdowne and replace it all with condos. Would you please comment on that? Obviously that was something that was defeated heavily, but what is your position on that?
Well, my position is that it was a very short-sighted move. I won't name the person who was responsible for the move because I don't want to get too political. But the idea that we would throw away 100+ years of heritage of sports in this city is ridiculous. And I would suggest that if we were thinking of doing the same thing for an arts facility, there would be absolute outrage. And I also would like to add that although I may be in the minority today, I can assure you there are thousands of people just like me who unfortunately had to work today.
What do you do for a living?
That aren't speaking.
What do you do for a living?
I work for PR.
No, I'm serious. Just for use, we have other questioners here as well. So.
Okay, I work for the Canadian Real Estate Association. I'm not here in an official capacity.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm a media relations consultant.
Thank you very much. Councillor, the next speaker is Councillor Thompson.
Maybe I should wait till after Councillor Ledman and Cullen are finished. Mr. Mayor, just wondering, with all due respect, just wondering if we could get a copy of that. Today's here? Number 70? Okay. Sorry.
So yeah, I believe I submitted it, but I can get you an extra copy if you like.
Yeah.
And copies of the photo as well.
Okay, great. Thanks very much.